Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's hobby update, I'm starting with some work that I'm just starting on expanding my city board. So here I just bought some 10mm MDF. I glued beneath those wooden piece here, and here I'm creating new concrete tile basically at the height of my current city tiles. So here I have a 2x4, underneath we have a 2x2 and two 1x2. So that will expand pretty well my urban gaming table, because there is a lot of streets, but I need also some place to put all the buildings, and that will fill that purpose pretty well. So I'm starting with that. Now I'm going to pause the camera, going to work on that today, going to film how it looks at the end of the day. So instead of filming the before after, I thought it would be great to actually show some steps, and I also underestimate the time I will take to do all of that. So here for now I just traced with that pen just where I want to engrave all different tiles, and there is also one in there. So that was already a lot of work, but now we can jump onto the creating the holes with that sharp tool that I have here. So that's the next step. Step 3 is complete, so I use that sharp tool here to engrave all my small concrete tiles. In some area I didn't engrave to have like larger tile like that one and that one. Also in some area I just enlarge a bit more to give more depth, to make some holes. And also what I did at the end is use that metallic brush here to just clean and to have some nice edges instead of having the MDF that chip off. So yeah, some area I took added more damage, and I think that will looks pretty good. Next step is the black base coat, and I hope I have enough spray paint to paint all of that. So let's jump on to the next step. So I indeed run out of black primer. So here that one, just didn't manage to finish it. So here what I did is just mostly painted the hole I did and also the edge. And here the next step will be what I started at that here. Just some gray. I'm going to spray all over some gray, trying to avoid the hole, so we have that nice black at the bottom of those holes. And but yeah, I need to buy some new black paint. It's Sunday, so yeah, next part of that video will be recorded later. Okay, so following my little hobby update, I just received that really cool Playmobil boat. And actually that's just the perfect scale to play with 28 miniatures. It's actually something I found on the Discord channel. Someone shared that. I don't remember who, so sorry about that. I just saved the image on my phone, and one day I found it back and say, okay, I definitely need to buy one of these. So yeah, as you can see here, I have some black powder redders on the front deck. We have some Spectre miniature here on the side and here. So yeah, I just received it, so I need to weather it now. I also want to, that part, the deck is really sized for big Playmobil stuff, so I want a bit to resize that part. Maybe do something on the interior here, below the container area. And yeah, just need some work. But yeah, that will be a great addition for one of the next environment, for my next for the next campaign, which will be the shipping port area. So that will be the first boat. There is a second one that is coming soon too. Finally, you know I can't play Spectre without cards, so I designed some new cards. First on are just like a handful of weapon cards. Those will be mostly used for the enemy or the friendly forces that can join me at some point. So here we have some, like I said, some of the Russian gear. I'm just going to use that as a cheat sheet just to remember quickly the stat of those cards. In addition to that, we have the stats, the cheat sheet for the stats. So here we have, yeah, just different card. Like here we have the main force will be the Russian airborne, and then we have not that one. We have the Russian GRU, so we have professional and train. And in addition, at some point I might have some police officer that come help me. I have also some National Guard soldiers. So that's all the different cards for the stats, just to yeah, just to remember quickly their stats. Next thing here, we also have some off-table assets. So for example, I could call a Javelin strike, an Hellfire missile, a Nathan cannon run, but also less lethal stuff like that stealth drone. We have that jamming drone, and we can also call some friendly forces. Like here we can call a team of National Guard, we can call some armed civilian, or also a patrol of police officers. So that's some example of the off-table asset you can call to help you in those missions. Also, finally, I spent a lot of time working on the missions, the mission deck. So there will be 5 different decks. The first one will be the objective. There will be between 20 and 30 different objectives. Here, for example, that one, the objective is to clear a checkpoint. And once I have the objective, I draw a card in the location. So that's that one. Here we have the shipping port. So that's why I have the boat and all those containers. Then there is the enemy presence. It can be low, medium, or high. This will dictate the number of cards I'm taking in those different decks, so I will face more enemies. We have the civilian presence, so for example here it's unknown. If you already saw the Operation Dark Winter campaign, you saw that some civilian can spawn in those enemy placement tokens. And finally at the bottom, we have access or not to off-table assets. So sometimes you can have a bad weather and you don't have access to airstrike or any other friendly units to help you. And the second one is the observation point. So basically you can place a sniper or a team of sniper outside of the board on an observation point so they can help your team. But I will talk about that later on. So yeah, that's all the cards I've been working on lately. Oh, and actually I have also that one that I forget to open, is the deployment deck. So yeah, basically instead of deploying all the time on a table edge, with a mechanic that I will reveal a bit later, you can deploy your team at specific locations. So for example here, the whole Ghost team can be deployed using 2 vehicles placed with minimum 20 inches between them. So that's just a quick example, but there will be many of those cards. So yeah, that's it for this week update. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of that format, and I will see you all for the next one. Bye everyone.